It's almost like we forget the most basic of principles every fucking day. Every time that we have to be reminded that everything only exists merely by contrast is when we would understand that we have to have it. There would be no love without hate. There would be no light without darkness. It's not possible to have a positive day without negative ones. We are consistently wishing away that which we want in life. If we were to say we didn't want to deal with stuff that's undesirable, this is the problem. I've always known this, but too much comfort, getting your way too much, turns into a problem because then you don't even know what it's like to struggle anymore. Most people don't even understand what it's like to have to face adversity because their life has been so fucking easy. And I've told you guys over and over that the rules for men to grow, and the only way you'll ever understand who you are, is when you face hard times. Hard times reveal a man to himself. As a rule, prosperity hides genius and adversity reveals it. I've known this. But then every time we don't get our fucking way as men, as humans, we curse the event that was sent to make us grow. The penitentiary was the most negative of times in my life, and there's no way I would have never willingly participated in my time in the penitentiary. But then I wouldn't have been the man that I am today. Then I would not have the outcomes that I have today. Everybody wants to skip the struggle, but they still want the story. They want to skip the work, but they want the wisdom. I'm going to let you guys know one of the realest secrets to becoming who you want to be and where you want to be is exactly who you are when you're facing adversity. Exactly the man that you choose to be in times of discomfort and ease is who you'll become in the future. You're creating the individual. You're creating your strengths and your weaknesses through your self-talk and your actions during these times of adversity. So I've told people that I don't give a fuck if you go to the penitentiary. I don't care if you self-inflict adversity or if it's thrust upon you unknowingly with life. Who you are during these times will be the man that's created in the end. And you're not gonna fucking like it. I love in that movie Limitless, where De Niro looks at Bradley Cooper and he says, "You didn't fucking do it." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Nah, you didn't earn this." He's like, "You didn't have the ex-wife who just ruined your heart. You didn't build the business and have it fail." He went through a bunch of, I'm not much of a movie person, but I remember distinctly that he went through a bunch of times that made him who he was, and that's why he was so powerful and so successful. And it was all the negative shit, overcoming all the negative shit. And he was looking at Bradley Cooper and he was saying, "You didn't experience this shit. So where the fuck did you learn all this? Where did this come from, motherfucker? Like, tell me, how'd you get here?" He knew he was a fraud. I'm telling you guys, you don't have to go to the penitentiary. I'm telling you guys, you don't have to go to war. You don't have to go through a divorce. You don't have to face all the hardest shit. You have to have a rigid set of daily habits and standards that you never deviate from. And during those, You have to choose to be unbreakable. It doesn't even ever have to be anything that they would write a story about. It doesn't ever have to be one of these events like Goggins or Watson or any of these top people went through. It can just be who you chose to be during that difficult day that you chose to partake in. It doesn't have to be an event that you didn't want anything to do with. I don't even like when I get my way too much. It makes me feel weak. I don't even like when it's easy. We want it to be easy. We don't appreciate it, though. I never appreciate that which I've gained easily. I only like it if I earned it. Now, it's stupid because regardless, I came to the same outcome. But for some reason, deep within me, if I didn't earn it, I do not respect it. And I was here every fucking day. I was here on every fucking post. And people want to cut corners. They don't want to put 5 years in. They just want to fucking say somebody else's name. Oh, someone else who put the work in, I'll just piggyback off that person. That's not how this works. Because the answer is deep within the 5 years. Because you saw me show up every day. So I'm living the answer you need. Living it. I love you guys so fucking much. I'm going to be here till the casket drops. Hit me on Instagram if you need my help with anything ever. I like to message directly there. But just know this. You're not alone on your journey, and it's not going to be easy. And no real fucking man would ever want it to be. Let's go!